You will sleep, and you can sleep, even if you've lived with chronic insomnia for decades. And that's because sleep drive always wins. And this is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Hi, I'm Martin Reed. If you have insomnia, I offer sleep coaching programs that will give you all the skills and support you need to enjoy better sleep for the rest of your life. You can learn more at insomniacoach.com. Now, it's very easy to fall into this mistaken belief that you've somehow lost the ability to sleep when you've been living with chronic insomnia for any period of time. And unfortunately, as soon as we can believe this, we become really worried quite naturally about our sleep, and this makes sleep more difficult. So in some respects, it becomes a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, but at the same time, it can't be 100% accurate because it's impossible for us to lose our ability to sleep. And that's because our biological sleep drive is always with us. Just as we can hold our breath and suspend breathing, eventually the body will take over and make us breathe. And the same thing happens with sleep. If we have really high level of arousal or anxiety, it makes sleep more difficult, and we can go for a certain period of time without any sleep, but we'll get to the point where the body will take over and make us sleep. So just recognizing that sleep drive will lead to sleep at some point can be quite reassuring, and it's something to bear in mind when you're living with chronic insomnia. It's also important to bear in mind that nothing can create sleep drive apart from sufficient wakefulness. In other words, you have to be awake for long enough to feel sleepy enough for sleep. Now, when we have a high level of worry or anxiety about sleep, it can kind of overpower our sleep drive system. And this is what tends to make sleep more difficult when we have chronic insomnia. So one of the techniques we implement with these cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, cbt-i techniques, is bedtime restriction. Officially known as sleep restriction, which is a terrible name because it implies we're restricting the amount of sleep you get, but we're not. We're restricting the amount of time you allot for sleep to more closely match your average nightly sleep duration. And the benefit this has is it gives the body a set window in which it can sleep. And if you don't sleep during that window, you make no attempt to sleep outside of the window. Eventually, sleep drive will build to a point where you will find yourself unable to stay awake and you will sleep. And if you're restricting sleep to a predetermined sleep window, you will notice that sleep becomes more predictable because the only time your body has the opportunity to sleep is during this set sleep window. And by observing this sleep window, you're allowing enough time during the day for sleep drive to build. And the stronger your sleep drive is, the more likely you are to feel sleepy and fall asleep. So I really want the key takeaways from this video to be this. First of all, you never lose your ability to sleep, and sleep drive will always win, regardless of how long you're awake, regardless of how anxious you feel or worried you feel about sleep. No matter how worried you are about sleep, eventually sleep drive will reach a point where no amount of worry or anxiety can prevent sleep from happening. Just recognizing that sleep drive will always win can be quite comforting. And second of all, by restricting your sleep to a predetermined, regular and appropriate sleep window, you can help make sleep more predictable. So you can break this cycle of going through a number of nights of really difficult sleep, followed by a night or two of great catch-up sleep, and just make your sleep more consistent, more consolidated. And once you start to develop this regular sleep pattern, that again reduces sleep-related worry and anxiety and makes sleep a little bit easier. And as sleep becomes easier, you worry less about sleep, and this makes sleep easier. So I hope you found this short video helpful. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I try and share some new sleep snippet videos every week. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or suggestions for a future video, please leave a comment below, or you can email me directly. My email address is hello@insomniacoach.com. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'd like to leave you with this important reminder. You can sleep.